welcome to the second week of the new year. I think it's the second week, second Wednesday, is it? Almost?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look at that, I'm right. Yes, so there is, of course, many comics today. It is Wednesday, it's kind of rainy outside, but that's okay. That just means it's better comic book reading weather. The whole team is here to bring you something that you have been waiting a very, very long time for. Even more than 9 months, or 10 months, or maybe even 11 months. I don't even know how long that took, but that took a long time to finish. But Mr. Will is here to bring you good news. The good news!
It is finally here, the long-awaited finale of Secret Wars, the Secret Wars 9. This is the final chapter. And the final chapter for Jonathan Hickman. He's taking a break from Marvel for a while.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
Yes, he is. And not only does it pick up everything he's done with the Avengers and New Avengers and everything dies, but also a lot of stuff he did with, if you loved his Fantastic Four, but this is it. The final showdown. It is Black Panther. It is Namor. It is Reed Richards all doing all kinds of cool stuff to just take down Doom, who set himself up as a god. It is spectacular. Assad Ribbick's art is amazing. It really is just the big wrap up of everything Hickman has done, which has been so epic and plots within plots and layers within layer, and it kind of sets up what we have now in the all different Marvel now. Doesn't answer all the questions. I still have some questions, but it's an awesome showdown, and it kind of makes you remember why you love Reed Richards, and especially great moments for Black Panther and even Namor, even though he was the betrayer. So anyway. Secret Wars number 9, it's here, finally here.
Namor's always on his own side. How can he be a betrayer?
Namor is on the other side at this point.
Yeah, well, that's true.
He's real dead.
Yeah, well, supposedly. Yeah, we'll see.
When a head comes off, that's dead.
Anyway, moving along. Speaking of dead things, dead teenagers. Always fun to read about. No Mercy by Alex DeCampi, Carlos B. McNeil, Jen Manley Lee. All women that have 3 names in their names. Interesting. Anyway, this is continuing the super awesome, super violent, and kind of under the radar image book by Alex DeCampi, who recently finished up Grindhouse, which was really cool. But this cover has got this great kind of homage, old school cover. They even kind of changed some of the filter names to reflect great horror directors, which is really cool. But yes, the kids are still some of them are still stuck in a desert. Others have gone back to try to save the others. People still die horribly, because this, of course, is No Mercy. So yes, new issue number 6 here today.
And speaking of dead, how about Deadpool? Everybody's favorite character who has a movie coming out next month.
This month already?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm actually, it's weird. I was so not excited for that movie, then all of a sudden I'm like actually anticipating it. It's shocking. I'm turning 12 again.
You're regressing more. You're just going down, man.
But Deadpool is currently appearing in Uncanny Avengers by his current writer in his solo series, Jerry Duggan, who along with Ryan Stegman has made a new Avengers Unity Squad following up on Rick Remender's work. This has got Deadpool, it's got Rogue, they're pulling off the Fastball Special, also known as the Oddball Special now, apparently. We've also got Old Man Steve Rogers, the Human Torch, spoilers, he survived Secret Wars. Cable joined the team last issue, which was awesome, that was a great last page reveal, and following up, even topping that, we've got another last page reveal, which is going to be huge. A character that we knew was going to show up somewhere in All New, All Different Marvel, but we weren't quite sure where. Everyone kind of thought he was going to show up in over in All New, All Different Avengers with Mark Waid, but no, here he is in Uncanny Avengers, but who? Who is he? Who?
Tell me!
Oh, okay.
We don't spoil here.
Come over here.
Oh!
Right?
I don't care,
Right?
actually.
No, don't tell Rich Johnson.
Exactly.
I'm gonna call him up. Oh my god, I'm on speed dial. Rich Johnson.
Alright,
I think it's your turn.
Is it my turn now?
I think it's your turn.
Extraordinary X-Men. Here's the thing. Jeff Lemire and Humberto Ramos, they have packed so much in the first arc, it is crazy. As you know, the Terrigenesis that creates new Inhumans is attacking and killing the mutants, and so Storm has this big squad she's putting together to try to save them, and she's going up against Mr. Sinister and all new Marauders, and Mr. Sinister has maybe found a way to save the mutants. Of course, there's always a painful price, and one of the big storylines that's been going is where's Cyclops? So Cyclops is supposedly dead, Is he dead? Is he alive? Is he something else? We're not going to spoil here, but there's a lot of jaw-dropping, awesome, crazy twist and a great battle that Humberto Ramos kind of orchestrates that he does with his art. And there's also this other theory. If you go to shameless plug, comicsblend.com, I have this other theory about something else that seems to be kind of a thing that Storm's going on. It could be a thing. Maybe someone else is coming back that we haven't seen in a while. But even just for the here and now, Extraordinary X-Men is awesome right now.
And they did like 5 issues in almost 5 weeks, it
And
feels
yeah.
like.
And it's like,
you know?
Yeah, you've got Mr. Sinister and Limbo and Inhumans and Magic and Colossus and Nightcrawler and Iceman. And he's got and Iceman does this cool new thing with his Omega level power that you've never seen before. It's really cool.
Cool.
So check it out.
Alright. Hitting the streets, of issue 2, we have the Turtles, we have Batman, and we have the Shredder, and we have the Penguin, and we have Splinter. And they all fight, all in one issue. And ninjas. Did I mean lots and lots and lots of ninjas? James Tynion IV and Freddie E. Williams II brings you the awesome Batman Turtles crossover. This is big, thick Batman, big, thick Turtles, lots of martial art action, and pizza. A lot of pizza, because, you know, no matter what, you can't really get away with that now with the Turtles. They're all about the pizza. But it's really cool. You get to see them fight straight off. And Batman kind of whips some ass, but it's Batman, so what are you going to do?
It was Batman versus 4 teenagers.
I know,
you leave
right?
out the fact that they're turtles and ninjas.
Yeah, right?
You know what's going to happen.
It's true. Batman's going to kick their ass. But yes, very excited. Second of the 6-issue mini is out today.
Alright, and I've got another 6-issue mini over here from DC. This is Green Lantern Corps Edge of Oblivion. This is the follow-up to the recent Green Lantern Lost Army miniseries, which I think Cullen Bunn wrote that one, with art by Jesus Saiz. And this time, Tom Taylor is taking the reins of writing, the man who has been responsible for the outrageous Injustice comic.
Oh, man.
Which featured such gems as Alfred kicking the crap out of Superman, and Nightwing falling and breaking his neck on a rock. Yeah. It's wild. That comic is wild.
Hasn't he jumped from, like, a plane up in space and, like, jumped all the way down to Earth?
Different continuity, man.
Oh,
Different
whatever.
continuity. But over here in Green Lantern, we've got the entire Corps, save for Hal Jordan, who's technically not a Green Lantern anymore. They've been warped into the universe before ours, which was a big plot point in Robert Venditti Green Lantern. It's sort of, they had this emotional reservoir which was used up, and basically the universe like imploded or something, I don't know. But Relic was the last leftover of that, and they found themselves in that universe, and they're now trapped in its last few days before it dies, when all of a sudden they see a giant craft coming towards them, a giant planet craft, which is bigger than Mogo, and Mogo is big, real big. And then it's like run by these giants who look like some kind of Omega Lantern type thing, and they're immortal and huge, and they've got all these refugees, like millions and millions of refugees in what they call the Last City, floating through space. Of course, there's something lurking in this Last City that, while most of the residents accept the Green Lantern Corps as their new protectors, there's someone there who decides to start murdering Green Lanterns, because you know you can't have a huge group of lanterns without a bunch of them dying.
No.
It'll be really interesting to see where this series goes, which is actually drawn, I forgot to mention, by Ethan Van Sciver, who, of course, drew Green Lantern Rebirth and some key parts of both Blackest Night and the Sinestro Corps War, two of the biggest epics in the Green Lantern canon.
Sinestro Corps War was so good.
Yeah, that was
so
the best.
And of course, what does green mean in the Green Lantern universe? It means the power of...
Well. Oh, man. Where was Howard for that to come out of anywhere? Just like, don't
Sorry.
know. Wow. You know, it's not even your turn to speak, Will.
Sorry.
Alright, coming at you from Image this week. Southern Cross, first 6 issues, I think, right? Yeah, first 6 issues. Andy Belanger, Becky Cloonan, Lee Lutheridge. This is a fantastic sci-fi mystery. The idea is that a young girl takes a vessel to Titan to find the remains of her dead sister. how her sister died, if she can get said remains, and just what the hell is going on in this place called Titan, are all mysteries that must be solved by this poor woman, poor girl, while she tries to find her sister. Obviously, things don't go terribly well. There's lots of ghosts, there's kind of a nice horror angle, but Becky Cloonan and Andy Belanger have really crafted this cool kind of almost Paul Pope aspect where they did like little fashion ads in the back, and they really did a bunch of world building that was very similar to like early THB stuff that Paul Pope did. And Lee Lutheridge, who's the guy who does Wes Craig's colors on Deadly Class, is brilliant. Really, really great. It's only $10, full 6 issues, and you get this amazing pinup from Ben Mara in the back that like made me squeal. But yeah, Southern Cross, very excited. $10.
It all ends here, Robin War 2. This is the big finale of the kind of storyline involving all the Robin titles. It's not just Batman anymore. But this is Duke Thomas and all the kids of We Are Robin, and Tim Drake, and Damian coming back. And basically there was this, the Court of Owls orchestrated this pretty much crackdown. It's kind of like Civil War, the Superhero Restoration Act in Gotham City on all the kids who were Robin, and it kind of went through all those titles. And finally, what is the Court of Owls' final endgame? What does it involve? Dick Grayson, who will survive? Will the Robin fly? We'll find out. Tom King, another very talented Tom who writes crazy good stuff, and a cast of very cool artists, as you can see here.
That is a lot of people.
A lot of different artists.
A lot of people.
But it takes a lot because it's a really big issue, and it wraps up the storyline and sets the stage for everyone who shall be named Robin moving forward. Good fun.
Is that me then? Yes? Yeah?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
cool.
Engage.
I appreciate the answer. I have got the second trade of Marvel's Star Wars epic here for you.
Beautiful.
Of course, bridging the gap between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. This is Showdown on the Smuggler's Moon. Sweet title, right? That alone would sell this if it wasn't for Stuart Immonen, possibly the greatest artist in Marvel's stable right now, at least for people who can like do monthly books.
Well, yeah, people who actually put comics out.
Yeah.
That's like, people who work for Marvel don't put comics out. People who work for Marvel, they actually put comics out.
Yeah, and Marvel's really, they have been throwing their best artists at this series, like alternating arcs. You had, the first arc was John Cassidy, like the man behind Planetary. Then you also have the Obi-Wan one-shot issue in here by Simone Bianchi, another fantastic artist, bringing his sort of European sci-fi style to Tatooine for Obi-Wan's adventure. And then you've got Stuart Immonen drawing like ripped, robo-legged huts with like lightsaber necklaces. All the bounty hunters you could ever want in a comic. Han Solo's wife?
Yep.
Say what? And a mysterious hooded man who is trained in the ways of lightsabers. Also, you may have seen a spoiler, but everybody gets lightsabers. It's awesome. Yeah, Stuart Immonen really, he just knocks it out of the park here. Although I am looking forward to Lionel Yu's upcoming arc.
Yeah, that should be
cool.
cool.
He did a good job in that Darth Vader annual, and it'd be cool to see him take on all the other characters.
And it makes you just want to say, Disney, hire Jason Aaron to write all your spin-off movies, because Jason Aaron is just, his writing is cinematic, and he's got some great artists.
We don't want to give Jason that power. He'll make like Space Bears. He'll put bears in it, man.
I want Space Bears.
I love seeing the like big badass, I can beat you down Hut. Not Jabba, but another Hut.
He's got biceps. This Hut has biceps.
Yeah, he doesn't
scary.
mess around.
It's pretty serious. And my final pick of the week. Now, Star Wars may be Will's nostalgia, and for better or worse, the Power Rangers is mine. I grew up at a time, probably like a lot of you, where this was just everywhere. I still distinctly remember, like as vivid as yesterday, the first time I saw Power Rangers toys in a toy store. I fell over. I was just on the ground like, I didn't know what to do with myself. Like my life was complete at that moment. Since then, maybe say doesn't hold up too well. Whatever. But Power Rangers has kept going. Power Rangers has been going on for like 30-some years. 40 years, a long time.
The Super Sentai series even longer.
Yeah, even
that's
longer.
A whole nother deal.
So this was ported over from Japan, but for those who are about 30, you will distinctly remember this. And Boom is nothing else other than purveyors of nostalgia, so they have brought to you, written by Kyle Higgins and illustrated by Hendry Preseta, haven't heard of him yet, but you have the original Power Rangers versus Rita Repulsa. Obviously, because how else do you start the Power Rangers? And you also have backup stories with art by Daniel Bayliss, who's doing that weird dog jail, Alice in Wonderland, like weird thing, jail thing.
It's the same guy that did Translucent,
and
right?
did Translucent, yeah.
Okay.
Which looks, I'm tracking off his book. But yes, there are like 6 covers, 1 for each color. We didn't get a green, we didn't get a white. So don't ask.
Sorry, Tommy fans.
Sorry, yeah. Tommy was just way too popular. But boom, number 0, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Stoke those nostalgia buttons. That's right. Push 'em. Mr. Will, for you.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes,
Agents
sir.
of S.H.I.E.L.D. #1. Brand new series based on the hit television series. It's off the air for right now. Agent Carter's on. It's going to be coming back. But while you're waiting, this is an awesome new storyline called The Coulson Protocols. What are they? Iron Man guest stars in this series. So what's great about this is it's all the cool characters like Coulson and Agent May.
Is that Deathstroke? I mean, Deathlock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
give me a Deathlock on there. And it's all kinds of cool storylines. It's kind of fun stuff like if you watch the show, you know about what Tahiti means, you know Lola, and all the stuff in Coulson, and it's all a big mystery. And it's Mark Guggenheim, who ironically is one of the producers of Arrow.
He's a TV writer.
He's a
yeah,
TV writer,
who
but he's
hops on
writing the
Marvel,
comic
yeah.
of Marvel, and we're glad to have you on board. So Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Alright, and my last book for you here is another team of agents. This one from Warren Ellis and Declan Shalvey. This is Injection. Sort of a reverse planetary, where instead of a team of agents who are out to discover what has made the world weird and all the weird things about it, it's all their fault. It's all their fault. We found that out last issue, I believe. And this one takes the focus to one member of the team, Vivek Headland, who is a consulting detective with sort of a Sherlock Holmes fetish. Which the rest of the team, they have some opinions on that, and it's pretty funny. But the man cannot find a thing to eat. That has been a huge issue for him over the series, and here it seems like he's finally getting what he wants with this giant plate of ribs here, although there's something about a murderous sandwich in this listed for this issue, so I'm assuming it doesn't go too well for him.
They should do a crossover with that book Starve. That could be fun.
Oh, that's
2 just quick ones because they're such awesome characters. Mighty Thor, beautiful work. Jane Foster's the Goddess of Thunder. And if you're a Loki fan, this is the book you need to be reading. If you are done with Lady Loki and Kid Loki and Good Guy Loki, this is downright super evil Loki as he's meant to be. And then Captain America, a brand new Falcon. Sam Wilson is new Captain America, but who is the new Falcon? Find out this week at Zanadu Comics.
And real quick, because you know you want it, Aliens, Aliens, Colonial Marines, Little Army Men, $8. Yeah, you know you need it bad. Hey, suckers. All right, guys. I think
Put
that's
her
about
in charge, man.
Game over, man. Game
Game
over,
over, man.